With that, let's get up to Buffalo for their home opener. Standing by for the call are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen. On play action, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On play action, Allen, rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you say, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy, but let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Thomas has it. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And now the Bills have it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
It's caught. Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen's throw caught by Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Downfield offense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Mike. Round 80. 55, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the safety creep.
Now Howard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on first down. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On first down, Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he gets it to Thomas. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Under 10, 10. Well. 53, Mike. Here we go.
Wilson, going to throw again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. This complete to Jones. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On the delay, Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the 2nd half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised about a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 27, Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. 4 down. Switch.
None. Right back to Coleman here on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. There he goes, right side. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 8.
Let's go, baby.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. You go tight. You got tight.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through
14,
them.
40. Back. Shoot.
They run again with Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things.
He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for the Bills. 48 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his man. This is Tate. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create cap.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check 9, check 9.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Allen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Complete to Jones. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the delay, it's Howard. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he completes it to Tate. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Space to maneuver at the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Come on now, let's go.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This is Coleman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why?
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final minute. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Let's go.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 7, 30 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go. Round 80. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go one more.
Back to throw. Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And, Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback.